Cinderella by Lady Florence Eveline Eleanor Olive Bell. Scene 1. The mother sitting with daughters.
What are you reading, my darling child? How sweet you look lying there buried in your book.
Yes, Mamma, I thought I did. It's the story of a beautiful prince.
Delightful, my dear. The story of a prince. Yes, just the story for you to read. And you, my poppet, what is it you are doing?
I am thinking, Mamma.
Thinking? Yes, that is just like you. Ah, you were always so clever, my chickabiddy. As for you, what are you doing here? Plain stupid girl, wasting the time when you ought to be doing your work.
I am very sorry. I thought there was nothing to do at this present moment.
Nothing to do indeed. A pretty story. Is all the housework done?
Everything.
Are the buttons sewn on my long white gloves for the ball tonight?
Yes, they are.
And is my beautiful ball dress laid out on the bed?
Everything is ready.
Very well, my children. You had better go and dress.
Lucy jumping up with joy.
Oh, how delightful! Come along, Mabel.
Oh, what fun it will be!
Now, Peggy, what are you doing? Go and help them to dress. You know their frocks lace behind.
Peggy going.
Very well.
Stopping at door.
Mamma!
Well, what is it? What a long time you waste in chattering always.
I suppose I might not go to the ball for a little while.
You, Peggy? You at the ball? I never heard anything so absurd.
And what would you wear, pray? A dishcloth trimmed with dusters?
No, no, my dear girl, you are very well in your place. That is the chimney corner. I would stay there if I were you.
Now come along, stupid, and don't forget the safety pins.
Oh, I wish I were going too.
Curtain. Scene 2. The same. Peggy alone.
I had better go to bed, I suppose. There is nothing else for me to do. Well, I do think it is a shame to leave me here alone, while they are enjoying themselves at the ball. I should so like to have a smart gown that laced behind. It would make one feel so grand to have a gown one couldn't fasten oneself. But alas, that is a pleasure I shall never know.
Hides her face in her hands. Enter Godmother.
Why, Peggy, you little Cinderella, what's the matter now?
Oh!
Do you know who I am?
I'm sorry to say that I don't.
Well, I'll tell you presently who I am. In the meantime, you tell me why you are sitting all by yourself in this way, looking into the fire in that dismal manner.
I am unhappy because I am not at the ball. I should like to have a fine dress, and drive off in a coach with the others.
Nothing is easier. I'll manage that for you in 5 minutes.
You? Oh, how delightful! Is it possible?
Certainly. I am your fairy godmother, so I can give you anything you wish for.
Oh, how enchanting! Then the first thing I wish for is a beautiful dress.
You shall have it. Go inside that dark cupboard. Close your eyes, then turn round 3 times while I repeat a spell, and come out and see what has happened.
Well, this is exciting.
Goes into cupboard. Godmother waves her wand and repeats verse.
Wavy, wavy, wando-wum, fairy powers hither come, come to turn the world about, topsy-turvy inside out, turn the darkness into light, turn the rags to silver bright. Wavy, wavy, wando-wum, fairy powers quickly come.
Cinderella comes out in a beautiful dress.
Oh, am I not like a princess?
You are indeed. Now, what next?
Next, I must have a coach to go to the ball in.
Of course. Look out of the window and tell me what you see, and if there is anything we can make a coach of.
I'm afraid not. I can only see a pumpkin lying on the ground, and 2 large brown rats behind it, and 6 little mice darting in and out.
The very thing! That will do perfectly. Now, I'm going to repeat another spell, and while I wave my wand, you look out the window and tell me what happens. Wavy, wavy, wando-wum, fairy powers quickly come.
Oh, Godmother! Quick! The pumpkin has turned into a beautiful glass coach.
I thought it would.
Waves wand again.
Anything else?
Yes, yes. The 2 brown rats are changed into a coachman and a footman.
Waves wand.
Anything else?
Yes, yes. The little mice has turned into 6 beautiful horses with long tails and harness shining with silver.
Well, will that do to drive you to the ball, do you think?
Oh, godmother, how delightful! Let me get into it and drive off.
One moment, Cinderella. I must make a condition before you start. You must promise not to remain at the ball after midnight. If you are there after the last stroke of 12, your beautiful silver clothes will disappear, and you will have on your rags again.
Oh, I promise, dear godmother. Of course I will leave before 12.
Then come, Princess Cinderella. Your glass coach stops the way.
Curtain. Scene 3. A ballroom. People walking about. Lucy and Mabel in ball dresses, sitting one on each side of their mother.
How very odd it is that nobody comes and asks us to dance.
I can't understand it at all.
It isn't as if we were not beautiful.
It seems so strange we are not singled out.
My dear girls, the fact is, you are so beautiful and so well dressed that people don't dare to ask you. I am sure that is what it is.
I saw the prince looking longingly at me a little while ago, but just as he was going to invite me to dance, he was called away to meet a foreign princess.
Of course, if she were a princess, he couldn't help going to meet her. I wonder who she was. She had on the most beautiful silver shoes.
Here is the court herald passing through the hall. Ask him her name. Oh, sir, I beg your pardon.
Herald stops.
Can you tell me who the lady in silver was, who was dancing with the prince just now?
She was announced as the Princess of the Silver Mountain.
The Princess of the Silver Mountain, indeed.
She looked like it, I'm sure.
The reason why I ask is the prince had been going to dance with my daughter, and he was obliged to leave her for this lady.
Oh, indeed.
So you see, I have no partner in consequence.
What a pity.
My girls are both passionately fond of dancing.
Indeed, that is a charming taste.
It is not surprising we should like it. We dance very beautifully.
I congratulate you. I hope I shall have an opportunity of seeing your performance.
Bows and passes on.
Oh, what a very rude man.
I can't understand it at all. I quite thought we should have been the belles of the ball.
Then suppose, my children, we go to the refreshment room and have some ices. Perhaps we may find some partners there.
Gets up.
Come then.
Oh, here comes the princess, leaning on the prince's arm.
Enter the Prince and Cinderella. Lucy, Mabel, and the mother make sweeping curtsies.
What strange-looking ladies!
Mother and daughters start.
They are indeed. But let us talk of yourself, princess.
They go on, speaking in low voices.
Did you hear her, mother? Did you hear those insulting words?
Never mind. It's no good quarrelling with princes. Come and have some strawberry ice.
They go out.
Now, tell me about this wonderful place where you live, for I have not heard of it before. The Silver Mountain. What an enchanting spot it sounds. It must be fairyland.
It is indeed in fairyland.
I was sure of it. A fit abode for so ethereal a being as yourself. You are nourished, I feel sure, on no mortal food. Your dainty, beautiful clothes were woven by no mortal hands. They were spun by elves and fairies in some enchanted, faraway spot.
Indeed, I believe they were.
Adorable creature, come, tell me where this Silver Mountain is, that I may find my way to it over every obstacle.
But there is the music beginning again. We should be dancing, your highness.
What delicious simplicity! Are you then so fond of dancing?
I love it, but I so seldom get a chance.
Of course, yes. You are hedged in, I dare say, by etiquette of your court.
Precisely.
Dancers waltz in.
Come then, let us join the dance too.
They dance. The mother, Lucy, and Mabel look enviously at the dancers. They curtsy as the prince passes them. The clock begins to strike 12. Cinderella starts.
What? Tired already?
No, no, but I must go at once. Instantly.
She rushes out, leaving a slipper behind her.
What? She has gone, and in such haste that she has left one of her dainty slippers behind her. I must fly to restore it to her. Princess, adored one, come back!
Rushes out. curtain. Scene 4. Room in the cottage, same as in scenes 1 and 2.
Oh dear, I'm so tired.
I do wish you would leave off saying that. It is the 9th time you have yawned during the last 5 minutes.
My dears, going to a ball doesn't seem to have improved your temper.
I don't see quite why it should.
I suppose it was dancing so much that tired you.
Of course it was. We had to dance the whole time, from the moment we entered the room.
There were many people we were obliged to refuse, and they were heartbroken.
But of course, when the prince asked us, we were obliged to throw over the others.
And the prince danced with you a great deal then?
Indeed, he did, nearly all the time, till a strange princess came. Then he was obliged to leave us.
A strange princess? What was she like?
Now I think of it, she was something like you, was she not, girls?
Ha ha! So she was.
Only she was beautiful and you very ugly.
And she had beautiful silver clothes.
I should like to wear silver clothes.
Peggy, do not let me hear you say such foolish things again. It's all very well for your stepsisters to wear such clothes, but for you—
A sound of a trumpet heard.
Why, what can that be?
Mother and daughters rush back to look out of window. Cinderella aside.
Oh, if it were the prince!
It is a magnificent herald, the herald we saw last night. He is reading a proclamation to the people, and the prince is behind him.
The prince!
Waves to Prince, unseen by the others. The herald stops outside the window.
Be it known to all the loyal subjects of Prince Charming, our lord and master, that yesterday evening at the ball an embroidered silver slipper was picked up. The prince has commanded that the said slipper shall be carried through the length and breadth of his dominions until he finds the owner of it. When the owner of it is discovered, that said owner shall become the Princess Charming, and shall share our lord and master's throne.
My dear girls, what a chance for you! If you can put on the shoe, you will become the princess.
The herald is stopping before this door. Quick, quick! Let us sit in pretty attitudes.
Lucy and Mabel group themselves picturesquely.
Peggy must not be here, Mother. Go away, Peggy, quick.
Rush, child, rush! Don't let anyone see you.
May I not stay to see the silver shoe?
You? Of course not. Why, the very look of you would spoil all our chances.
Pushing her.
Quick, quick! They are just coming in.
Bundles Peggy out of door L, just as the herald comes in R. He blows trumpet.
His Royal Highness, Prince Charming.
Enter Prince. Mother, Lucy, and Mabel curtsy.
Oh, your highness, this is too kind. Pray sit down.
She advances a chair. The other two curtsy, one on each side of him.
We wish to know if any lady in this house lost a shoe at the ball last night, for if so, her shoe has been found.
What a singular thing! Now you mention it, one of my daughters lost a shoe. Indeed, they both did.
Indeed. Is it anything like this?
Produces shoe.
Why, that looks to me like the very one.
Try it on, please, madame.
Lucy, holding out her foot, making faces while the herald puts it on.
Why, of course, that is mine. It fits me exactly.
It fits the darling girl as if it had been made for her. Walk around the room in it, my love.
Lucy hobbles around the room, limping violently.
Oh, there is no doubt, your highness, that that is hers.
Didn't I notice a slight limp as she walked?
Oh, dear no, your highness, I don't think so.
All the same, I think she'd better take it off.
And you, Mabel, didn't you say you had lost one of your shoes?
Yes, I remember when I undressed, noticing that I had lost it.
Then, of course, it must be yours.
The herald kneels beside her, tries to force on the shoe, while Mabel makes faces of agony.
Oh, not a doubt, that is mine.
Stands up.
Your heel is quite out of it still.
That is how I always wear my shoes.
That is what gives her such a springy, graceful walk.
Mabel tries to walk round the room, clattering the shoe behind her.
No, I am afraid that won't do at all.
Mabel, shaking it off.
It's very hard not being allowed to have my own shoe back again.
Are there no more young girls in this house whom the shoe would likely to fit?
Alas, these two fair ones are my only joys.
Yet I thought as I passed the window I saw another.
Oh, your highness, I beg your pardon. That was only our scullion, looking out to see you, naughty thing.
I wish to see her.
Oh, really, your highness?
She is a most unprepossessing girl.
Send for her instantly, or I will have you all beheaded.
Anything to oblige your highness,
calls Peggy. Cinderella appears in the doorway with her eyes cast down. Prince jumps up and bows very low. Lucy, Mabel, and Mother turn away their eyes in disgust.
Sit down here, fair maiden, and try on this silver shoe.
Nay, no one shall kneel here but me.
Kneels in front of Cinderella, who puts on the shoe without difficulty.
There, I think, is the foot it fits. There is no doubt about it.
I fear your highness is being imposed upon. That shoe could never have belonged to that ragged Cinderella.
Indeed it did. I have the fellow to it.
Pulls the other out of her pocket, gets up, and dances around in it.
There is no doubt to whom the slipper belongs. Come, Princess Charming, let me lead you to your palace.
One moment, if you please, your royal highness. The girl is a scullion.
You have only to look at her clothes.
Mine would be far fitter to adorn a throne.
Enter Fairy Godmother.
The clothes are my business. I will see that Princess Charming is not dressed like a scullion.
My fairy godmother.
Her fairy
Fairy
godmother.
godmother.
The same. So, Cinderella, if you will step into that dark cupboard while I recite a magic spell, you shall be changed into a beautiful princess.
Cinderella enters the cupboard. The Fairy Godmother recites spell, waves wand. Cinderella comes out dressed as she was at the ball. Mother and daughters start.
Now, my child, no one can say you look like a scullion.
The Princess of the Silver Mountain?
The same, whom you left sitting in the ashes, but who went to the ball after all.
And the most beautiful princess there.
Bows and kisses her hand.
I wish, my darlings, I had chosen a fairy for your godmother, instead of those silly aunts of yours.
I must say, it is very hard on us that a chit like that should have the best of everything.
Come. If you say one word more, I will repeat my spell backwards over you, and then all your clothes will change to rags.
Come then, my pretty poppets, come away with me. You are not appreciated here as you deserve.
No, we are not admired as we ought to be.
Pray, madam, do not let us turn you out, as we are going ourselves. Come, my princess.
Offers his hand.
Bring forward the princess's golden coach.
Fairy Godmother, waving wand.
Be happy, my Cinderella.